Hi, so we're going to make today, it's Sunday of course, focaccia with some pancetta or guanciale, whichever one you want. So we begin, and here I have 3 cups of flour, 3.5 I would say, 1 tablespoon of dry yeast, 1 teaspoon of salt, and half teaspoon of sugar. Mix it all together nicely like that and put it aside. I'm going to make 2 of them, so I have 2. Okay, now we're going to cut the pancetta. I have pancetta right here. I'm going to cut it in little chunks. There. Cut the plastic is around it that it's wrapped with. See, it comes wrapped like with a wax. So you take that out, take it off nicely. Okay. And just cut it all up. See how beautiful it is inside. And then you cut it in slices. Careful you don't cut your fingers off. And then you just cut it in little pieces. Just dump it right into the flour. Okay, so we're going to put the pancetta, and I also cut up some olives. Just cut it up in pieces, without the pits, of course. And you're just going to put everything in the flour. So I'm going to do just 1 focaccia plain and 1 with this. Okay, ready? All in the flour. Okay, here's the pancetta. Okay. These are like Kalamata olives. Like this. They're really good. Okay. So now we're going to get 1.5 cups of warm water. And we're going to put it right in there. And while you're stirring the whole thing, and you're going to have to work it, okay? And there's a certain point that you cannot do it anymore with the fork, so you just get your hands in there. And we're going to put some more flour right under this. So otherwise you get your hands all sticky. Okay? And dump it right on it. Cutting board, whatever it is that you work on. Even on the regular countertop. It's just that then it's going to get all nice and sticky. And then to clean it up, it's yuck. So I have this working mat here that I work it on. Okay. There it is. Just get your hands in there nice, and there's nothing like the feel of it. Feel it with your hands. You feel all those little chunks of pancetta and olives. I haven't made it like this in a very long time. Today I'm sharing it with you. Now you work it and you work it, then you put it back in the bowl and you wait about 10 minutes and you work it again. Then another 10 minutes and you work it again. And then the very last time you just put it in the baking tray that you want to cook it in and let it rise one more time, or you don't even have to. And you bake it at 400 preheated oven and wait until it gets nice and gold, and then take it out, let it rest for a few minutes. It'll be too hot, and then it's ready to serve. Okay, so this is all worked. Just get, you need to even add a little oil. Which we're gonna add a little bit in there. Okay. Put a little oil over it. And then put it back in the bowl. Okay. So we worked it and worked it and worked it, and not too much. So now we're gonna put it back into the bowl and we're gonna let it rise. Look at the chunks of stuff and olives and pancetta. Okay, we're gonna put it back in there and we're gonna cover it and leave it for 10 minutes and then rework it, okay? And now, other side, and we're gonna work with the plain one. So the plain one, okay, the plain one, here it is. So in here, the same thing. I have about 3.5 cups of flour, 3 to 3.5. Depends how soft. If you want it really soft, then just put 3. And I have 1 tablespoon of dry yeast, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of sugar. You activate it all together. Okay, you do this and you just start mixing it. Just put the whole thing in there and we're gonna work it. Okay, so this is the plain one. Like I said, after a little bit, you gotta work it with your hands. You gotta get your hands in there. Okay. Okay, put some flour in there so your hands, and it doesn't stick. Okay. Okay. Gather the whole flour that you have under there. It's already nice and soft, as you can see. Okay, now we're gonna roll it up nicely. Okay, and we're gonna put it back in here and cover it up and see them in 10 minutes.